This video provides an overview of Equip Inspector, Wacker Neuson's machine diagnostic tool used on some of the new equipment manufactured by Wacker Neuson. Let's begin by looking at what Equip Inspector is. Equip Inspector is the diagnostic tool that will be used instead of WANDA. Currently, Equip Inspector has been deployed for troubleshooting the new trench rollers, UTLs, some new excavators like the EW100, EZ26, ET40, some vitamin machines, telehandlers, and some dumpers. The list on the screen does not include every machine because every new machine changes the list. Equip Inspector will eventually replace WANDA as the machine diagnostic tool. Now, let's take a look at what can Equip Inspector do. With Equip Inspector, technicians can connect a laptop to a machine to read data and to diagnose performance issues. A technician will be able to view basic machine information such as the operating hours, serial number, and system status. Active and passive DDC error codes will be displayed, and the technician can also reset error codes using the Equip Inspector software. A technician can read and set voltage, power, and pressure parameters to evaluate and calibrate machine functions. Equip Inspector will also show maintenance reminders and also allow a technician to reset the reminder when a maintenance is completed. There will be a menu option to allow the tech to view the electrical and hydraulic schematics. And finally, Equip Inspector allows a technician to flash the control unit by sending updated machine settings and software updates from the laptop to the ECU. I'll now explain the steps needed to order Equip Inspector. New users should order the Equip Inspector Starter Kit through Wacker Neuson's ePartner or eStore using the part number shown on the screen. The starter kit includes the case, the VCI or Vehicle Communication Interface, a connection cable to connect the machine to the VCI, a cable to connect the laptop to the VCI, and the initial 1-year license for the Equip Inspector software. The software license will auto-renew each year, unless the user cancels the subscription. Some users will also need the optional adapter harness, depending on the OBD2 connector that the machine has. The harness and part number are available through the eStore using the part number shown, connecting the laptop to the machine. The service manager should identify the shop laptop that will have the Equip Inspector software. The minimum requirements to run the software are shown on the screen. The laptop must have at least 8 GB of RAM and be running Windows 10 or newer, and have at least an Intel Core, a 5/8 Gen processor. Use the OBD2 cable included in the starter kit to connect the VCI to the machine. On most machines, the OBD2 port will be inside the cab. You may need to remove a cover to access the connection port. The flashlight button on the VCI can be used to help with the connection. Next, you'll connect the VCI to the laptop using the USB cable. Connect the USB-C into the VCI and then plug to the USB-A end into the laptop. The LED lights on the VCI will illuminate if you successfully connected. I'll now explain the steps needed to activate the Equip Inspector tool. To activate a tool, the user must have the Equip Inspector tool because the serial number of the device is required as part of the activation process. The first step of the activation process is to order the Equip Inspector Starter Kit. Next, the technician who will be responsible for running Equip Inspector must complete the free online training course on Equip Inspector in Wacker Neuson University. To locate the course, users should log into the university at wackerneuson.litmos.com. Users can search the learning library and use the search bar to search for the course, Equip Inspector, and Activation. Click the course title to open the course. At the end of the training course, the user will be asked if they want to activate. If you only took the course to learn more about Equip Inspector, answer no to the activation question and exit the course. Users can request activation later by returning to the course and answering yes to the activation question. If you have your Equip Inspector tool and are ready to activate, answer yes to the "Do you want to activate?" question at the end of the course. The user will be given a link to a JOT form that the user must submit to begin the official activation process. If the activation request from the JOT form is approved, the user will be emailed instructions and a link to download the Equip Inspector software. After the software is downloaded and activated, users should be ready to connect to a machine. Let's end this video by briefly reviewing the activation steps. 1. Order the Equip Inspector Starter Kit through ePartner. 2. Complete the training course in the university. Request activation by answering yes to the activation question at the end of the training course. 3. Submit the activation JOT form. The link to the JOT form will be sent to those who said yes to activation. 4. Watch for an email with instructions to download and install the software. With Equip Inspector installed and activated, technicians can use this valuable tool to diagnose, troubleshoot, and service Wacker Neuson compact equipment.